The reason that you are not as great as you could be is because you can't take pain. The reason that you are aborted is because you get frustrated and disappointed with the slow pace of the fulfillment of your desire. So you abort the process and wonder why you're a bum on life's highway.
I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass.
You will face pain on this way, suffering, frustration, humiliation. Accept the pain. Smile at the pain. Embrace the pain. Pain is the gatekeeper of destiny. Pain is there to ask you one simple question. Do you really want to achieve your goals, or are you just a talker?
Imagine if you could use pain as a fuel. Imagine if you could use the pain as a passport. Imagine if you could use the pain to push you, to condition you, to prepare you for the stages and the rooms you gotta walk into and the tables you gotta sit at and the stages you have to stand on. What if the pain could make you better? What if the pain could build muscle? What if the pain could cause you to reach higher, to leap farther, to run faster? What if the pain could help you? What if all pain isn't hurt, but it's help?
Now, you're the one. You're the one that's gonna keep his spirit alive. You're the one that's gonna make sure that he didn't die for nothing. You're gonna have to go through hell, worse than any nightmare that you ever dreamed. But in the end, I know you'll be the one standing.
Forget about anything that you can think of. You need to love pain to be an athlete. You need to love pain. However, mentally, physically, love it. You need to love it.
When you're trying to avoid pain, you actually accumulate more of it. When you learn to accept pain, you can actually release yourself from it. It's almost counterintuitive if you think about it. When you're trying to avoid pain, you actually think more about the pain. When you accept the pain, you actually have the ability to move forward and move on.
What if life wasn't about happiness? What if life is about experiencing every aspect and every emotion that life has? Wouldn't you want to experience the full set and range of emotions that life has to offer you? The sadness, the heartbreaks, the joy, right? You can't have happiness without sorrow. You can't have pleasure without pain. And to neglect one thing is to neglect life. So why would you neglect these things? And in order for you to achieve freedom, you need to be able to understand that you need to be unwaveringly decided to enjoy every aspect of the experience of life.
What you must understand that in the process of evolution and growth, it attends with pain. Nobody grows without pain. Wherever there is pain, there is growth. Wherever there is growth, there is pain. To extend your threshold of pain is to increase your growth. All human beings have an aversion to pain. Who wants pain? We all run from pain and we run from growth.
That's the first thing. A lot of people can live with themselves, look in the mirror and say, I'm okay with being afraid. I'm okay with going on this easy highway over here. The easy highway has all these fucking signs and shit, directions, how to get somewhere. And you have to first be uncomfortable with how you feel about yourself. With that voice that a lot of us like to run away from, we all have it. We all have that voice that's saying, hey man, you know, you're kind of wimping out right now. You're kind of being a little punk right now. But a lot of us say, okay, that's okay. It's okay to tell these little white lies to ourselves. So we first have to face the real you.
If you quit, it's really easy to predict your future. But if you don't quit, if you go for it with no proof, you can't quantify it. People are gonna call you crazy. Your friends are gonna look at you sideways, but you'll have the opportunity to play in the game and stop sitting on the sidelines. And you might fail for a while, and you might have to pay your success tax, and you might have to go through 7 failures, 9 failures, 12 failures. You might be sleepless at night wondering why the heck you're doing it. But on the other side of that, you get to see who you're meant to be, who God designed you to be, and tap into your full potential, and there's nothing better. Has life been easy for me as an entrepreneur, starting with nothing, with self-doubt? Heck no. But is life easy for anyone? You're gonna deal with crap. You're gonna deal with disappointment. You're gonna have things go sideways. If you are, you might as well go all in on the person you want to be, the love that you want, the parent you want, the freedom you want, the control you want, the money you want, the business you want. So this is my call to you today. Don't quit.
If you feel that pain, please give that pain. If you feel the pain, then feel it. The more you move with the pain, that's where success is.
Eventually you have to realize that you have to go through a certain amount of pain in order to grow. Growth rarely comes about just because you're in a great shape. Everyone's life is at times full of some pain.
The mindset of a winner, which is a winner does more than expected every single time, no matter how they feel, no matter the circumstances. A winner shows up.
Go back to the gym, work, because you have more to show. You understand? Life continue. You cannot live in the past. I'm really good on that, you understand? I learned by the years that, listen, Cristiano, let's go. Because pain, you're gonna have all the time, uncertainty and constant work. It doesn't matter what's gonna happen in your life, you have to continue. This is the way I see the life.
The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. You have to suffer. You have to make that a tattoo on your fucking brain, so when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it. You have no fucking idea how great you really are, because you are using such minimal of what you have. And if people can learn to focus, this is what's possible. While it may not be pretty, like people want to do a documentary on it, I go, no.
As you could be, is because you can't take pain. The reason that you are aborted is because you get frustrated and disappointed with the slow pace of the fulfillment of your desire. So you abort the process and wonder why you're a bum on life's highway.
I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass.
You will face pain on this way, suffering, frustration, humiliation. Accept the pain. Smile at the pain. Embrace the pain. Pain is the gatekeeper of destiny. Pain is there to ask you one simple question. Do you really want to achieve your goals, or are you just a talker?
Imagine if you could use pain as a fuel. Imagine if you could use the pain as a passport. Imagine if you could use the pain to push you, to condition you, to prepare you for the stages and the rooms you gotta walk into and the tables you gotta sit at and the stages you have to stand on. What if the pain could make you better? What if the pain could build muscle? What if the pain could cause you to reach higher, to leap farther, to run faster? What if the pain could help you? What if all pain isn't hurt, but it's help?
Now, you're the one that's gonna keep his spirit alive. You're the one that's gonna make sure that he didn't die for nothing. You're gonna have to go through hell, worse than any nightmare that you ever dreamed. But in the end, I know you'll be the one standing.
Forget about anything that you can think of. You need to love pain to be an athlete. You need to love pain. However, mentally, physically, love it. You need to love it.
When you're trying to avoid pain, you actually accumulate more of it. When you learn to accept pain, you can actually release yourself from it. It's almost counterintuitive if you think about it. When you're trying to avoid pain, you actually think more about the pain. When you accept the pain, you actually have the ability to move forward and move on.
What if life wasn't about happiness? What if life is about experiencing every aspect and every emotion that life has? Wouldn't you want to experience the full sudden range of emotions that life has to offer you? The sadness, the heartbreaks, the joy, right? You can't have happiness without sorrow. You can't have pleasure without pain. And to neglect one thing is to neglect life. So why would you neglect these things? And in order for you to achieve freedom, you need to be able to understand that you need to be unwaveringly decided to enjoy every aspect of the experience of life.
What you must understand that in the process of evolution and growth, it attends with pain. Nobody grows without pain. Wherever there is pain, there is growth. Wherever there is growth, there is pain. To extend your threshold of pain is to increase your growth. All human beings have an aversion to pain. Who wants pain? We all run from pain and we run from growth.
That's the first thing. A lot of people can live with themselves, look in the mirror and say, I'm okay with being afraid. I'm okay with going on this easy highway over here. The easy highway has all these fucking signs and shit, directions, how to get somewhere. And you have to first be uncomfortable with how you feel about yourself. With that voice that a lot of us like to run away from, we all have it. We all have that voice that say, hey man, you know, you're kind of wimping out right now. You're kind of being a little punk right now. But a lot of us say, okay, that's okay. It's okay to tell these little white lies to ourselves. So we first have to face the real you.
If you quit, it's really easy to predict your future. But if you don't quit, if you go for it with no proof, you can't quantify it. People are gonna call you crazy. Your friends are gonna look at you sideways, but you'll have the opportunity to play in the game and stop sitting on the sidelines. And you might fail for a while, and you might have to pay your success tax, and you might have to go through 7 failures, 9 failures, 12 failures. You might be sleepless at night wondering why the heck you're doing it. But on the other side of that, you get to see who you're meant to be, who God designed you to be, and tap into your full potential, and there's nothing better. Has life been easy for me as an entrepreneur, starting with nothing with self-doubt? Heck no. But is life easy for anyone? You're gonna deal with crap. You're gonna deal with disappointment. You're gonna have things go sideways. If you are, you might as well go all in on the person you wanna be, the love that you want, the parent you want, the freedom you want, the control you want, the money you want, the business you want. So this is my call to you today. Don't quit.
If you feel that pain, please give that pain. If you feel the pain, then feel it. The more you move with the pain, that's where success is.
Eventually you have to realize that you have to go through a certain amount of pain in order to grow. Growth rarely comes about just because you're in a great shape. Everyone's life is at times full of some pain.
The mindset of a winner, which is a winner does more than expected every single time, no matter how they feel, no matter the circumstances. A winner shows up.
Go back to the gym, work, because you have more to show. You understand? Life continue. You cannot live in the past. I'm really good on that, you understand? I learned by the years that, listen, Cristiano, let's go. Because pain, you're gonna have all the time, uncertainty and constant work. Constant work, constant work. It doesn't matter what's gonna happen in your life, you have to continue. This is the way I see the life.
The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. You have to suffer. You have to make that a tattoo on your fucking brain, so when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it. You have no fucking idea how great you really are, because you are using such minimal of what you have. And if people can learn to focus, this is what's possible. While it may not be pretty, like people want to do a documentary on it, I go, no.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I had to run that back one more time. One more time, I had to run that back. Hopefully you guys have had an absolutely phenomenal Monday. You know I've had an absolutely phenomenal Monday. Do me a huge favor, go and drop them 918s in the chat for me real quick. If you're live with me on Live Trading with yours truly, Mr. KH in the house. So do me a huge favor, go ahead and drop in the chat them 918s. Wait, hey, 919. It's 919 now. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling tonight? Are you feeling like chicken tonight? Like chicken tonight? All right, let me stop. You know what's coming. All right, so guys, let's get into the session for tonight, man. Super grateful for being here. But before we get into anything, make sure you do me a huge favor. Go ahead and drop in the chat one of your takeaways from that audio. One of your takeaways, one major takeaway. You know, the most important thing that I'm very aware of is that not everybody's day is going to be impeccable, but you can be impeccable. So I like to throw these reminders up here of why you have to be reminded that nothing was designed to be easy for the person who wanted to be great, or the person that wanted to actually live a great life, right? So just a reminder, that's all. All right, so let's get into it tonight, man. Super grateful to be here, ready to jump on these good old charts, you know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, I want to just kind of go a little bit back in the past from last week, just to kind of, bring some context, you know what I'm saying, to what it is that I'm going to be talking about tonight, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, perfect. So there was a GBP USD trade that I called out last week. I don't know who took it, but all I'm going to say is the market almost gave you take profit for. Almost. It was literally about 5 pips away from giving you that good old take profit for on this Monday. So if you were able to still hold this trade and move your stop loss, 9 times out of 10, your stop loss probably got hit and you were in profit. However, this was an absolutely phenomenal trade that was called out, that we saw. Money was made. Okay, money was made. Money was made. And what we were trading, ladies and gentlemen, was another one of the patterns. Okay, that's all it was. Another one of the patterns. The W pattern. Market came there and went all the way up, 5 pips away. Right. So remember, the goal is always take profit 1, or it's always to get that 10 pips, 20 pips. And in the event you're sleeping, it probably is a short-lived trade for you. But when the market's activated and you're awoke, or your eyes are open, then you got to learn how to manage these type of setups, right? Because you have to hold them a little bit longer, okay? So the market gave us about 114 pips on this trade. Clearly, I got in this trade. Market hit take profit. I was able to find another entry and get back in it and ride it up, right? And so one of the things I want to talk about tonight is confidence in the setup, right? Don't abort the mission because it's painful. Beautiful, right? Tonight I want to talk about confidence. And I want to talk about confidence when it comes to trading. The vibration that you are resonating on when you come up here, when you're looking at the charts, it transferred over to what it is that you're doing. So, the reason why most of my calls, whether it's the homeroom call, whether it's the trading call, I usually start it with another voice, I always say, or I always start it with something that I want to inspire you by, or something I want to remind you by, is because the most important thing that is going to help you in trading is having the confidence. But what do you need to have the confidence in? You need to have the confidence in the setups, what you're learning. And tonight we're going to go searching for setups. And the only thing I want to do is I want to be an example of what confidence looks like. Now, you heard on the audio. Sometimes you have to go through it, in other words, to get to it. And if you're not really challenging yourself in certain ways to go through something, let alone grow through it, then all you're doing is going back to every single time to the back of the line, right? It's like getting on a roller coaster, right? And you get to the front of the line and you chicken out, but then you think about it and you're like, nah, I'm gonna get on it because I gotta overcome this. Now you have to get all the way back to the end of the line and you gotta start over. And that's what happens up here. That's why I always share with people, get a calendar, make it a priority, at least 15 to 30 minutes a day to be studying this information. Now, once I knew what a pip was, I'm gonna give it to you straight, and then we're gonna really kill it. I'm gonna kill this session tonight. Once I knew the verbiage, once I knew Forex, it was the largest, most liquid financial market in the world. It trades over, at the time, 5.3 trillion. Now it's over 7 trillion, right? It's the exchange of one currency for another, right? When I realized that, what that was, okay, great. I said, either I'm buying the market or I'm selling the market. It's called a buy order or it's called a sell order. I can get in the market immediately, called market execution, whether it's buying or selling, or I can let the market come to me by doing sell limit or buy limit orders. I was like, okay, great. All right, I know what that means. Perfect. Price is on the right side of the chart. So that means when I'm looking at my MetaTrader 5 or MetaTrader 4 or whatever broker I have, then when I'm looking to get in the market, I know that's my entry price. I know what my stop loss is. I know what my take profit is. So I know what all that stuff means. Now I need to figure out, how do I get in the market? How do I get in a trade? How do I get out of a trade? When to get in the trade? And all I focused on was strategies. So what I would do, if you understand what a pip is, right? If you understand what a lot size is, okay? If you understand even market structure, you already 90% there. You're already 90% there. Now it's just getting confident in executing these trades, being able to identify them, being able to see what they look like on the chart. You already know anytime the market goes down, what color candles are being produced. Somebody drop that in the chat. Let's do it like that. Let's do it like that, Mr. Howell. Let them talk to you about the candles, right? If the market is going down, what color are the candles more than likely going to be? Let me see if anybody knows this answer. I don't know what you're thinking. Oh my God, this is so simple. Oh my God. No, it's not simple all the time, right? They're going to be red. And if the market comes back up, in this case, then that means the candles are probably going to be green, right? So automatically, when you're looking for this type of structure, you're looking for a series of what? Green candles, buying candles to come up, stop, and then come back. So you're looking for this right here. If you truly don't understand what I'm saying, please let me know. But if you do, but you're not able to see it as clearly, here's a cheat code. Go here to the line chart. When you go to the line chart, the market is going to look like this. It's going to look like lines. The reason why I love using the polyline on the chart like this, because the real market looks like this. You know what I'm saying? It looks like this. Let me show you. I can't make it up. Let's go to the line chart. What does the line chart look like? Oh my God, it looks like a drawing. So why do you think I always share with you guys, when it comes to the strategies that you're trying to master, that you want to master, draw them out. Because when you start drawing them out, you're going to retain it. You're going to retain what you're drawing, more than likely. Outside of that, now that you know, oh my God, when the market's going down, then I should be looking for red candles. The goal is for me to be able to see this stuff very clearly. So if I don't see it clearly on the 1 hour, I might need to go up to the 4 hour. If I don't truly see it clearly on the 4 hour, that means I need to go what? I need to go to the daily. And sometimes, in some cases, you might need to go to the weekly to really see that structure. This depends on what pair you're looking for. So that's how you got to be reminded, right? Reminded of what to do when I'm looking for this structure. Now, the first order of business, anytime you jump on the charts, guys, is to look for your trend. Which direction is the market going in? Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it going sideways? Should I even be messing with this pair, right? And so that's what you want to do. And then you want to start looking for, okay? You want to start looking for your setups. You know the rules to the setups because you have them. You just got to train yourself to see what this looks like, okay? So tonight's training on confidence has everything to do with identifying the setup and executing it as soon as you see it. So I need to go somewhere else because clearly GU ain't giving me nothing right now, right? But let's look and see what news coming out on tomorrow and the next day, right? What news we got coming out? Okay, there was some not so good news today. That ain't stopped the dollar from still growing. All right, we got some USD news tomorrow. We probably got some other news here. I think we saw Euro news. Also, let's go to MyFX book. Let's just go to MyFX book. I don't want to play with Forex Factory right now. All right, where we going, Kev? Tuesday. Euro news at 5 a.m. Okay. And then we got a ton of USD news, 8:15, 8:30, all that other good stuff. Right now, I see that market going up, like the dollar is getting stronger. Okay. I definitely see that. I actually looked at the dollar, right? So let's go explore. My bad. Let's go explore. Let's go look at AUDJPY real quick, right? Because my goal tonight is to give you the highest level of confidence. I'm going to give you the highest level of confidence, and I want to transfer my confidence to you because I want you to know as long as you execute what you are looking at, as long as you execute what you're seeing, the most important thing you have to do. Ooh, this was a good one. That last time, the market came all the way up to take profit 3. Stop playing with him. I tell you, man. Look, I'm trying to tell you, man. You gotta stop playing with that boy. That boy. Oh, this is ugly right here. This is ugly. All right, let's see. All right, so clearly we can see that AUDJPY is in an uptrend. Mean uptrend. We know that this is an uptrend because all we see is what? The market going up. But how do we determine if this really is truly an uptrend? What you do is you find and connect 2 low points, right, to determine an uptrend. So I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to just connect it to that. Boom. Perfect. Now, clearly I could have connected it way down here. Right? I'll do you one better. We can start way down here. I'm going to start with that wick. Boom. Same thing. Anytime you have 2 low points connect, this is giving you an indication that this is a uptrend. So the goal for AUDJPY is not to really look for a sale opportunity. It's to find the structure, right? It's to find the structure to get into a buy opportunity. So we'll be looking for things like inverted head and shoulder patterns or inverted lifelines or head and shoulder violations, things of that nature, right? So this is on the 4-hour, right? This came all the way up here, kind of gave you a right shoulder already. This market going to end up taking off at some point, right? So I'm going to just put this here because clearly this whole area right here is a left shoulder, right? Market came up higher, okay? March candle closed below. That market also wicked up here, giving you that what? Giving you that right shoulder for this left shoulder. Coming back, retesting this area where the market broke out from. Kind of give you that good old right. And now the question is, where is it headed? It's headed to the highest point on this chart. Now, I'm going to drop to the 1 hour because I want to see if I'm seeing any sort of structure that will give me the ability to get into this trade for a buy. Because I know where the market needs to head to. It's headed to the what? It's headed to the high. Okay? It's headed to this high right here. Market already gave you a lifeline. Already gave you the right shoulder too. So if this market is about to close above here, it's moving slow. But if it's about to close above here, then we know that clearly this resistance level right here already been checked, right? So the next level would be here, here, but most importantly, this is that daily resistance right here. Okay, and what do we have here? We got, you already know what that is. We got 2 double tops, right? 2 double tops forces that market to come down. Boom, boom, came down. When it come back, I'm looking for a violation so I can go just like that. Now, it may find resistance here first. However, I don't want the resistance area because I'm not going to get in that trade to assume that the market is going to come back down. So the better trade is waiting for the violation. And that's why I said, yes, this is a resistance area. Yes, the market been here twice. Yes, this gave us bearish sentiment. It did. We appreciate it. If it comes back here and rejects for a third time, I leave that alone. But the high probability trade setup is to wait for the large candle to violate it. Because we know once resistance has been violated, we know we can now catch this buy opportunity now, because we know this will be no longer resistance. Instead of gambling, saying, you know what, man, this thing might come here again. It might resist. Let me catch that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the mindset of some people. But the mindset, I believe, and I know, of a professional trader is the better trade is waiting for the violation. So that's what I would be waiting for. I want to see a large candle close above this area, and then the skies are, there ain't no skies, because this is the highest point in the market. So at that point, I can use what is called a measured movement to kind of gauge how far up I believe the market could potentially go. But once the market leave that area, man, there's no other resistance area. It's just off to the races. It's gonna stop when it stops. You know what I'm saying? So the name of the game at that point is I have to pull out the magic fibs. So when I pull out the magic fibs, you already know what time it is. But what I want to show you at that time, what we really would be trading. Let me show you. We would really be trading the what? The inverted lifeline. Okay, that's what we'll be trading at that point. All this becomes the head. Large candle close above. Wait for the retest. Give me a hug. That's what we will be trading. Just to give you an understanding or understanding of the pattern that will produce itself, to give us an indication that, yeah, this is a good move. Okay? So I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh my God, Kev, so wow, how did you see that? Because I'm always looking at the market in left shoulders and potential heads. If I notice it's an uptrend, I have to find a pattern that fits. I have to find a pattern, a strategy that is going to give me the ability to buy the market. I can't force it, but when I'm predicting that will play out, that will give me an indication that I can, right? Even though I know this, looking at it a different way, double tops, right? But I also know when the market comes down and pulls back, I got an inverted left shoulder, right? I know when the market gives me 100% retracement of the neckline and or it violates, I know exactly what to do. Why? Because I know the setup. I know the rules to all of the strategies, right? I know all of them. So my prediction, like Kevadamas, is when this market closes above this area, the skies become the limit. Oh my gosh. I mean, clearly if the market closes above, let's say this area right here, that's 60 pips. Let's say the market came all the way up here and you were able to move your stop loss. Just put your stop loss right there and just let it ride out at this point. At this point, I would use the fibs, okay? And I'm going to share with you exactly where I'm going to put the fibs at. I'm going to put the magic fibs. I will put right here. And I will put it right here. And I can look at future take profits because of the magic fibs. Bam. So at this point, I can pretty much gauge that in the event, if the market gave me a resistance area right here because the market went up, came back, and then it retests, and then we were able to buy it, this will be my take profit one, more than likely, because this will be the first area of resistance. In the event the market goes beyond that, I'm looking in the sky. I'm looking at the sky where these are potential future areas where the market could come to, because we're at the highest point in the market, right? So I can pretty much gauge and be like, you know what? I should be able to get this. In the event the market approach this, I can move my stop loss up, move my take profit to here, and I can just ride it out if I want to. That's good management of your trade. But right now, I can't do nothing with this other than put this on my checklist. So if you're looking at how I'm looking at this, then you should be doing your chart the exact same way, right? Looking at it, taking a picture of it, saying, you know what? Oh my God, I want to see if that play out. I'm gonna keep my eye on AUDJPY, right? Because I'm up here to gain financial independence. I'm up here to compound my way, right, and multiply my money. Because the times we living in is a little bit different. So I need to be moving different. I need to be thinking different. I need to be speaking different. I need to be walking different, talking different, right? So that's what I would be doing. Because all I'm waiting for is this market to push up. Now, this market may temporarily push back down here, only to push up. But guess what I got to do? Wait for it. And so that's what we do. We wait for the trade. We wait for the setup. Okay, this is AUDJPY. This is exactly how I'm looking at it. It's an uptrend. I found what could potentially make us money, which is if this market violates this neckline, okay, I can't make this up. I can't make it up. I keep it very simple. I keep it very simple. I know you're like, oh my God, Kev, that is too big, bruh. My God, Kev, it's too, yo, Kev. All right, I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. For right now, I'm gonna move the, magic fibs. Put this here. I can't call this a head yet. You know why I can't call it a head yet? Because I ain't got 100% retracement of the neckline. However, I can still call this what I'm calling it, because this is a left shoulder. We're an inverted left shoulder. And this is a neckline that I'm looking at. Once that market get here, now, one or two things can happen. The market might say, Kev, I'm just going to reject here. All right, cool. Then I know I can buy the market here because I have a left shoulder right here. All this becomes the head. I get an inverted right shoulder, but also guess what else? This area right here automatically lets me know, hey, look, when this market come back, I know exactly where I should be looking to buy the market at, right? In this area, because the right shoulder is here. Okay, so I got a wick right here. There's a wick right here. So that'll be my area. Okay, so I'm looking at every possibility of what could take place because the market may not violate. It may reject here. And if it reject here, guess what? We still find a buy opportunity. Because now we got a what? Inverted head and shoulder pattern. And so when that happens and we're able to buy it up, we can buy it up from here to the neckline, right? That'll be about, let's see, we go from here to here, about 64 pips. Then what we do is we say, you know what? I'm out. I'm done trading for the day. Wait for the market to violate it. Now we got a what? A lifeline set up, waiting to happen. And now we off to the races. Now we get 2 trades. So the possibility of us getting either a inverted head and shoulder pattern set up or a lifeline is very feasible. I'm actually excited because in the event this market starts pushing up, it may come here because it's creating a little bit of market structure here, just a little bit. We might get a push down here, only to push it up higher, or it may come here and then push up. I don't care what it do. I'm just willing to be patient and wait for the market to show me what it needs to show me. Other than that, I can't do nothing. But the confidence you hear in my voice has everything to do with what I've shown you. It has everything to do with what you have access to in the platform. Trading with patterns, right? I can't tell you how I've been working on that thing, and I was trying to get it perfect. As perfect as I could get it. You know what I'm saying? However, it's the blueprint. It really is. Because once you know the patterns and once you know how to get in them, it's just a matter of taking them. I'm going to take this, even if it, look, whatever this gives me, I'm taking either this right shoulder or I'm taking that right there. That's all I'm waiting for. And guess what? I'm so happy and grateful now as I wait for AUDJPY to fulfill one of the setups. I am taking the trade confidently. Why? Because if you don't take the trade, you don't get paid. Oh my God, he is a rapper. He's a rapper. Say it again, Kev. If you don't take the trade, you don't get paid. If you don't take the trade and you saw what you saw, guess what happened? Absolutely nothing. And we don't want that, right? So even when you're practicing on your own, right? And this is what I share with you guys. I want to share with you again real quick while I go look up some other confident potential setups, right? So let me show you this real quick, right? Because I want y'all to remember this. Because I'm always checking the platform literally every day. I'm actually having somebody to start checking on it as well. This thing called community feed, right? We've added where you can actually upload a picture. So if you have any trades that you took on your own, don't be a chicken sheep and not share them, even if you took a loss on them. This is where you learn. This is where you learn. So you come here, you type a message, hey, I won on this trade. This is what it's about. Stay connected with the community activity discussion and updates. Update, talk to me, right? Let's get better. We can't get better if we don't know what to do to get better. I'm telling you how we get better. Put those charts here, okay? Right there. You see that little symbol right there? That's where you upload them at. Type your message in. La, 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 la. Put that there. Boom. I can see it. I can look at it. I can reply to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things that I want you to get in the habit of getting out of your comfort zone. I want you to feel comfortable in this environment because this is a non-judgmental environment. I've been saying this probably for years. This is probably one of the most safest environments because this environment is designed to hold you accountable, but also make you grow by pulling up the mirror to you to show you where you can actually improve it. That's all it is, right? This is not Judge Kev, Judge Joe Brown, Judge Judy, Judge Mo, none of that. This is called I'm being held accountable for the success that I said I wanted in whatever area I chose or choose within whatever resource I'm willing to use, right? So I knew Mother's Day was actually this past Sunday. So I told Coach Lee, nah, don't worry about it. But Coach Lee will be on Health is Wealth this Sunday at 10 a.m. So get ready to move. Find that good spot in the house where you want to get to. Be ready to clear your mind, clear your aura, but also get your stretch on. Get that yoga on. You know what I'm saying? So that will be this Sunday, 10 a.m. And moving forward, it'll still be the same Sunday moving forward. Every month. It's just this one, it fell on, Mother's Day. And in this case, I wanted to let her enjoy Mother's Day and everybody else. The participation might not have would have been there. So I'm going to be really promoting that call heavy because it is something that's going to help not only your mental health, but also your physical health and your aura, okay? But this is just another reminder. That's where to put that stuff at, man. Right? If you absolutely want to be like anonymous, then just send it to support at workertowardfreedom.com. You can send it there too. All right. So I just want to remind y'all what is available. Don't be chicken sheep. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. So AUDJPY, that's on my watch list. Put that on your watch list. Okay. Let's go to GBP-JPY. I want to stay with the JPY because they probably all look the same. GBP-JPY. See what we got going on. I said, let me go here real quick. Let me see. Yup, I saw that. Ooh. It's in the uptrend. Yeah. Now, there's something a little different than this about this one. Right? There's something a little bit different about this one. It's on the daily, right? I want you to see it. Okay, I want you to see it. I want you to see it. Let's go to the line chart. All right, perfect. All right, so clearly you can see a couple of things. You can see that the market gave you left shoulder, came here, market came higher, large candle closed below, wait for the retest, the market came down, right? But also, we're looking at this from a different, market came down, market came up. Market went down a little bit lower, market came up. I need to see if there's a potential opportunity for us to take advantage of the market in this area for this retest. That's if it hasn't already happened. I got to see what it looked like from a candle standpoint. Because if that's the case, we can wait for that retest. We can buy this market up. And at some point, this market probably is going to come in this zone. Why? Because we have a what? We have a left shoulder here. We got market went up. Boom, stop. Market went up higher. This is still in the same area right here. Okay, now this did close above here, but it didn't close above the wick. So I'm still looking at this whole area right here. This would be if I had to wait right here, that's my sell zone right there to catch the right shoulder, right? But as you can see, let me show you something. Bam. Make sure we're in the same spot. All right. That's clearly that's the wick. I'll put it right here. Just gonna put it right here. All right. So we got the wick right here. Large candle closed below this area. Got your retest here. Retest here. Boom. Market sold down. Came back up. Now we just waiting for the market to do what? We waiting for the market to close above. Now this junk get a little tricky. Smooth this out the way real quick. It look a little tricky because you see all these wicks. That's why when you see all that noise, you gotta quiet the noise. So I'm looking for structure, right? So the way this looks like to me, it looks like a potential W, or in our case, a potential inverted lifeline, right? That's how I'm looking at it. Well, why are you looking at it like that, Kev? Because market went down. I'll follow Yellow Brick Road. Market went lower. Boom, neckline. Okay. Left shoulder, neckline, right? Market went lower. Large candle closed above, wait for the retest, I'm the plug. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm looking at it. Because I know this GJ is in an uptrend. But when we go to the candles, it looks kind of funny, right? So it looks like this candle closed above here. That's what it looks like. And now it's in this area already. It's on the daily, right? So it's kind of in there. So if we go to the 4 hour, we done missed it. I think we might have missed it. Yeah, I think we missed it. Because this is the large candle that closed above this area. Let me show you. Because this is where we could have got in at. I know these things are too small. I need to, thank you. No, go bigger. Perfect. So this is how I'm looking at this. I'm going to show you how I'm looking at this. We know this is resistance all day. We have a bullish engulfing, major bullish engulfing. But then we got a large green candle that closed above this resistance. And then that market pushed back down, right? And now we should see that market pushing up. But we've already missed the entry for it. So I can't chase it, right? I can't chase it. But from here to here, that's 47 pips. Straight up. Look, that's 47 pips. Now, this is the gift and the curse. Because in this case, on the 4 hour, instead of me waiting for the market to come here to sell, I'm probably gonna find a sell opportunity here. There's a couple of reasons why. Okay, market comes down, pulls back. Market went down lower. Came in here. Gave us an inverted right shoulder, not once but twice. Large candle violated the inverted. So I'm waiting for a retest for the inverted to sell here. Okay. Also, I want you to look at this. Boom. I'm going to shift the perspective now. All right, these are left shoulders. Left shoulders, left shoulders, left shoulders. This has become a very strong support area. So now I'm looking to catch the regular lifeline setup also in this same area. So we got an inverted head and shoulder violation with also a lifeline opportunity here with this large candle. I can truly tell you something's going to pump this market up so this market can get up here. That's 106 pips we miss. However, if this becomes that rising tide, then more than likely we'll probably get this move right here, from here to here. Because this will become the new support right here. If this structure stays like this, if this just goes green all the way up, I'm looking to take a sell here. Why? Because in this case, although I know this is a uptrend, I'm still not oblivious to market structure. So I know it wouldn't be one of those long-lived type of opportunities. This would be, I'm trading from range to range, period. That's what it is. Trading from range to range. I wish we would have caught this market here. Clearly we couldn't have, because this one right here is at 5 o'clock. This is the actual 9 o'clock. I would have, look, at 9 o'clock, I would have took that joint anyway. I'd have took that buy right here and just wait for it to ride out. I would have. But because it already started and already happened, I'm not going to break my rules. I'm not going to chase this trade. I'm going to wait till the trade gives me this right here. I'm going to wait till that market. Boom. I'm going to wait for that. Because this is what I'm going to sell. And then I can get that sell. Once we get a break and close above, then I'll wait for this right shoulder. I'm willing to be patient and wait for the right setups. Respectfully, that's why I don't lose that much, because I don't overtrade. I want the good trades where I can put my lot size in and I can really be done. Right? So this is where everything I'm teaching you right now, when it comes to my confidence, is because I'm willing to be patient. I'm willing to be patient. Why am I willing to be patient? Because patient pays. Patient really pays. So although I missed this buy opportunity, I'm still going to tell myself I'm excited about where the market is heading. Because once it gets there, I know where to sell at. So if I were you, I would be making my chart look just like this. Or I would be taking a screenshot. Why? Because this is a watch list. This is a watch list for right now. Okay, so go ahead and take a screenshot of it. Map your chart out just like how I did, right? If you're doing it on TradingView, if I were you, I would use Oanda. Okay, I would use Oanda just so it matches. And then you just line it up with your broker. But this market ain't gonna pump just yet. So let me go real quick. What we said we got? What news we said we got in the AM? No GBP news, so that market just gonna push itself up. And it's gonna push itself up in the London session. Watch what I tell you. London session. All right, there we go. That's how I'm looking at this. Oh my God, Kev, how you look at it like that, cuz? I'm looking for the patterns. I'm looking for structure. I'm looking for support like that. I'm looking for support like that. So this is a inverted head and shoulder pattern violation with the inverted right shoulder. This is the one that has the right shoulder. And clearly we see a large candle, big money coming through to push that market down. And then what happened is that market retested this area from a higher time frame structure. And that's why we got that sell right here. Wish you could have caught that. Now we got the close above, right? I can't make it up. Line chart don't lie. We got the close above. Now we should be getting that retest up here to give us a hug. Okay. All right, let me go look at one more thing. Let's see. Because I got to find some money tonight. Every time I go to Euro GBP, man, it's just You and GBP just get on my nerves. All right, so let me look at silver real quick. I was waiting for silver to come back down here. I think it might have happened on the 1 hour though. You probably would have had to get it on the 1 hour. Let's see. No, well, it went where I wanted it to go. I mean, if you call this wick touching this box and pushing up, all right, cool. But yeah, I was waiting for that bird to come back down for that silver. That was classic right there. That would have been classic. And that's why I think I said it the last time. I said that market retest here just on this box, and it did not come all the way in there. So you can kind of look at that as the actual retest, and that's the scary part that I don't like, is because you see a setup like this and you're anticipating it really coming in this zone, and it touches the zone and then it takes off. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking. This is silver. I don't even know what that is. I can't even calculate. You talking about the market going from silver going from $73 to back up to $80-something. I mean, I still got my physical silver. Hopefully, you guys are still stacking up on silver. I'm trying to tell you. Gold probably a little too high. I mean, I have to look at it, right? But silver is still in, man, especially when it was down here. You should steady. Look, we gotta collect it, guys. We gotta turn this debt, this cash, this fake money into physical appreciating assets. You know what I'm saying? They've been holding and manipulating the market on silver for so long because wasn't nobody paying attention to it. I was, respectfully, right? Some buddies of mine, super successful and financially has been, right? Kind of reminded me, put me back in the game with it, right? But I say all that to say we're living in a different time, and being an investor, being a business owner, entrepreneur, and gathering assets, creating companies that are fundable so you can gain capital, that is the wave. And it's not a wave just to be a wave. It's because the way the banking system is going to be operating, it's going to be operating to benefit business owners, right? Not the poor class, respectfully. And that's just how they talk. The poor and middle class, people who don't have businesses and things of that nature, right? It is designed not to work in your favor. That's why I'm up here. That's why I created this platform. That's why you may know a little bit more about some things than you did before, right? The reason why you want to also transfer it into some crypto as well, because we never know which angle they're gonna go in, right? Just some due diligence that I've been doing. You know, crypto will definitely play a huge role in the future. It won't be for a long time, but what will hold its weight is going to be silver. What will hold its weight is going to be gold, copper, right? A lot of the metals, because a lot of those metals need to be used moving forward in this day and age. And so if you got access to it, you Gucci. So do me a huge favor, guys. Don't take for granted this environment and just be a fan, right? I really want you to participate. That, man, that, oh my God, that would have been crazy right there. You see that risk to reward ratio right there? Sheesh. Got to redo this one. All right, let me get away from this because I'm looking for a Forex pair tonight. Looking for Forex. We'll go, well, hold on. Let me look at XRP. Yup, XRP real quick. So y'all got me going into the crypto now. I have to go. That market is coming back up in here, right here. Let me see. Gotta keep our eyes on it. Yeah. Alright, it's playing in that area right here. It's on the weekly. I mean, oh my God, that thing, that was major news. Pushed all the way down here to retest this. I mean, clearly you know she want to come back up. She want to come back up. This XRP. Let me clean it up. She want to come back up. She snatched all that money down here for that retest where the market broke out from here. You see how that works? Crazy, ain't it? Boom. Retest. All the way down there. And now that market just kept coming down, right? And now it's kind of holding support right here. This is on the weekly. It's kind of holding support here, looking to come back up. So now you got to start looking at, is the market closing above resistance areas, right? So it's right here. It's playing in here right now. It's just playing in here. So it's consolidating. You got to wait for a major breakout. Something going to happen that's going to push that market up. Something going to happen. Something going to happen. What is it, $1.40 something? Yeah. I will wait till it break out first. I don't know. We might have some. Oh, no, that's higher than that. Yeah, we got to come up here. Yeah, I will wait for it. Yup, right in here. This market is going to do just like this probably. Yeah, boom. I want to break out. That's what I want to see. It's on the daily. I want to see that market close above here, $1.61, and then this will become the. That's what more than likely become the springboard. Start pushing this XRP up. We'll see though. All right, let me go look over here for that good old boy. This only gave us take profit 1. Let me see. Little JPY. Yep. All right. So. Oh no. Oh, my fault. It gave us take profit 1, and now as you can see, it's going. Look, it's going. Nowhere near your stop loss. It's going. It's going. It's gone. Let me double check. Hold on a second. Look. Let me double check. Double check. Double check. That's crazy. Yep, UJPY, it hit take profit 1 on May 8th. And now look at where it's at. Who's still in this trade? Who's still in this trade? Anybody still in this trade? Guys, I can't make this up. Look at this. Take profit 4. Anybody in this trade? If you're still in this trade, drop a 3s in the chat. Hit take profit 4, right? Take profit 4. Guess where it's headed? To this red box. All of them are almost the same. Headed to that red box. I can't make this stuff up. What did we say this was? This was the head and shoulder violation, right? I can't make this stuff up. Oh no, this is a new trade. This is a new trade. That was the last one. This is the new trade. Ooh, 184.53. Ooh. Oh, it did, you know what? My bad. I think this the one that missed our entry. Yeah. This the one I wanted to talk about. Yeah, my bad. That was the last Euro JPY. The hit take profit 1. This was the new trade I called out yesterday. And I was saying to myself, I looked on the 1 hour on my phone. On my phone, it looked a little different, but I saw the violation of this left shoulder right here. I said, you know what? I hope that done ain't gonna just come in here and then take off. That's exactly what it did. And it never came down here to that one. So it kind of left. So the entry to get in that trade really was on the 1 hour. Oh, you was able to get in? Oh my God. So it activated for y'all? Oh my God. Oh my God. It didn't reach mine. It didn't activate mine. I was like, are you kidding me? I saw on the 1 hour, time frame that I could have got in here. But yeah, this is heartbreaker right here. Because I just knew it was gonna come in a little bit more. And to be honest, all it did was touch the box and turn around. So that's why I be like, man, sometimes I just wanna take the trade like a pip or two above like the actual zone, so I won't miss the trade. And then next thing you know, it comes all the way in there. And although it's still good because it puts me in a little drawdown, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all go ahead and delete it. I'm about to put that message out now to delete the pending order for EuroJPY because it left us. It 100% left us. It gave us this one hour time frame entry, but as I'm looking at this, I'm kicking myself because I'm like, the market is going exactly where we said it was going to go. So yeah, go ahead and clear that out. This is heartbreaking right here. And sometimes the market will leave you, man. You know what I'm saying? It won't come get you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the idea was beautiful, but not all the time. You know, I was doing it off of this right here. So you see that little bounce right there? But when I looked at it on my phone in 1 hour, I saw a violation of this left shoulder. So I was like, you know what? Probably I can get in there. But I thought about it. I said, you know what? Nope. I'm just going to be patient and wait for it to come in here. It ain't come. It left us. So, yep. I had to remember this one. But it's all love. We'll go find more. That's all. I'm gonna leave this up here right here because we might end up taking this area right here. We might. I gotta look at it. We might be able to sell it right here though. So it's gonna come up here for sure. I mean, it might give you a right shoulder for this area, but I don't know. I think it's headed up here. Yeah, I think it's headed up here. If it does come here and pull back and then go up, then we'll wait till it get here. But this is just freaking awesome. Isn't this awesome? Because all I'm doing is using the patterns to make money. All right, let me get off here because we gotta find. Let me see if I can find something in the next 60 seconds. USD CAD. What we was talking about? We know news coming out on that, right? All right. Oh, dog. You dog. All right. So it gave you 100% retracement, right? We talked about this, I think, last night. So UCAD gave us 100% retracement, push down here, push back. I'm cool because I want to wait for the violation anyway. I'm waiting for the violation. I'm 100% waiting for the violation, so I'm not mad. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this to push and close above. And when it does, I'll catch this from here to here. Yeah, I'll wait for that. I'll catch 70 pips. I'm looking to catch. If we can get this push, this large candle push up, and I think the dollar may end up possibly pushing up, getting stronger, or either CAD getting weaker, one of the two. So this is UCAD. All right, let me keep going. Keep going, Kev. Let me see what I got up. Oh, let me. UJ probably doing the same thing. Yep. UJ doing the same thing, just different timing, but I like this. I like this. Let me see, can we catch it? I think we might be able to still catch it. But this is UJ, which means it got to come back down. Ooh, 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 ooh. This ain't leaving me, ho. You ain't leaving me. Can we get UJ left shoulder? So this is a strong area of resistance. Then we got that. Then we got the large candle that closed below, right? Large candle that closed below. Now, the market said I might give you a right shoulder. I gave you a little one, but I gotta go. Large candle close above. If I can get this freaking thing to just pull back a little bit, we can take it to the moon. Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh. Will you come back? Will you come back? Oh. Will you come back? Hmm. You already know what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to catch the trade. The same one like we missed on Euro JPY. I need this to push down though. Let me see. It might just not come back. Nope. I don't know. That thing like this don't look like it wants to come up and then come back. But I don't know. All I can do is do what? Trade what I see, bro. So I'm gonna go out on the limb. And I'm going to measure this box because I don't think it's that much. I'm not mad. I'm going to get an entry right here. I want that market to come back in here. This is my buy limit. Ooh, 1017. It's all good, kid. This is my buy limit. Okay. I'm going to put that there. Perfect. This is my stop loss. Okay. I actually could put my stop loss right here. But I'm going to keep it right here. I don't got the market coming all the way down there. Now, this will be my take profit 2. Take profit 1 with UJ, I think it'll be 20 pips. Let me see. From here to here, that's about almost 40. Yeah. So what I think about to happen, yup, ooh, I see it now. Ooh, I see it. So I think the market gonna get stopped right here. This gonna come back here, and then it's gonna take off. Because all this is market goes up, lifeline, gave you the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, large candle close below, wait for the retest, come here, reject, come back here, get us in the trade. Tomorrow morning, the news just say, I'm gonna take off. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. All right, so let me go here. So what is that area right there? Let me see. From here to here, that'll be 25. Okay, good. So we'll do it like this. This will be take profit 1, because this area right here is of significance. It's a resistance area, potential resistance area. This would be take profit 2. Yeah. And then take profit 3. Oh, I'm doing this just like this. Can the market hold that level for us? Reject, come back down, and get its eagle on. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. You know what I'm saying? All right, did I just do this just now? Okay, yeah. 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 Drop down and get your ego on, girl. This be my take profit too. Let me do it a little bit different tonight. My take profit too. On that UJ. Me. And I'm just gonna make this take profit 3. Anything beyond this point is like, you already know what to do once the market start getting way up here. Just stop moving your stop loss. Right? Let me do this. Let's not take profit 3. Because I'm only going to give you take 3. Head and shoulder violation is what we're trading. Left shoulder, head violation. Looking for a retest back in this area right here. That's what we're trading. I love head and shoulder violations. I love inverted head and shoulder violations. I love those violations. Because they pay, man. They give you the bag. You know, this is my stop loss. That's my overall move right there. My overall move right there, KB. That's my overall move right there, buddy. Yeah, violation. Head and shoulder violation. Can I get it? Can I get it? Can you come back down here while I'm asleep? Pick up my trade. Push it up so we can get paid. Okay? Gang, gang, gang. Okay, gang, gang, gang. Take a picture. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, Kev, you're so confident. Right? You're so confident in your approach to trading. Oh my God, you're so... I don't focus on the outcome. I just be obedient to the rules, to the setup. That's it. That's all I do. Any questions? It's 10:22. I'm over my time, but I also love you. Okay? Let me go ahead and put this signal out here. If you didn't take a screenshot of it, it's all right. I'm putting it in the signal right now. Call that signal out. I'm going to go ahead and tell them real quick to delete UOJPY. Let's go ahead and get that straight. Make sure that's communicated. Delete Euro JPY buy limit. Market left us. Look, market left us. Okay. Market left us. Okay, yeah, market left us. However, new trade loading in 20 seconds. So let's go here. Let me put this trade idea in here. What we looking at? UJ, USD, JP, Wizzle. On the 4 Izzle. We'll be taking trade on the 1 Hizzle. You buying it, kid. Yep, you buying it. Alright, let me go ahead and paste the chart so people can see the chart. So they can see what I'm looking at. Isn't that awesome? Like, I want you to learn how to trade on your own. So I show you where I'm getting in at, how I'm getting in, what strategy I'm using, all the above. Right? That's what I'm doing. So you can see what I'm looking at. So you can train yourself to see what I see. Right? That's what I'm doing. So that's why I put my polyline up there. I show you what, so you can train yourself to see it. And in the event it hits, and you be like, oh my God. All right, so anytime I see some sort of structure similar to that, I should have the confidence now to take the trade on my own. That's what that means. When I'm hitting these take profits and stuff like that, guy, and you see my chart, man, look at that chart. Yeah, look at that chart. See what I was seeing in order to make that decision, because guess what happens in the market? The same thing. So you'll probably see the similar move, similar structure, just like it. That's how I got to the point where I was like, you know what? Oh yeah, this is gonna hit take profit. Why? Because I've seen it over and over again. So my confidence comes from seeing certain patterns, certain structures over and over and over again, and it giving me what it gave me the last time, or it gave me what I expected it to give me based on what I missed, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on it's different scenarios for different things. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, boo. Hey. Don't pick me tonight. I know I am a comedian by night. I'm a comedian by night. Alright. I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for mastering the skill set of trading. I'm so grateful and thankful for everyone connected to me mastering the skill set of trading. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. Alright, copy and paste that. Put that there. Baby, how you do that there? Hey. That take profit too. Tell me what's it gonna do. Open up that door, and all you saw was my shoe. I told you I'd be rapping, sure, I'd be rapping. Alright, I got one more thing to drop up here, and then the signal will be dropping. Hey. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Alright. Boom. Alright. Oof, it's 10:27. Sheesh. Alright. Boom. Posting. Boom. Posting. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. New trade signal. Taking so long. Why you taking so long? Ain't dropping there yet. Let me see. Yeah, it dropped. Oh, there you go. All right, there you go. I'm about to say, golly, cuz, take it all day. I see it right here. I don't know why they be trying to stop the boy. All right. I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful. All right, but no questions tonight. Perfect. You must have done an impeccable job, Mr. Howe. So do me a huge favor, guys. Attack every day with greatness on purpose. Attack every day with greatness on purpose. I'm going to end my conversation the same way I end them every single day. Peace with two fingers together, never separate. This is always about togetherness. I look forward to seeing you guys on the beaches of the world, the islands of the world, the friendly skies, but more importantly in 2026 and beyond. I don't want to see you at the bank. I want to see you own it. All right?